Hello everyone, this is Diane. I have come from the outdoor flea market, the Stockyards Flea Market today, and I have some things to show you. I did get a stack from Bob, so I'll save that for last. I don't have a lot otherwise. It's mostly from him. I did get this, I'll talk about that in a minute. But I do want to let you know that these journals are just about done. I have probably some finishing touches to do on them, made with vintage children's greeting cards. So I'm hoping to get them listed, videoed, listed, and in my shop tomorrow, Tuesday. No, yeah, tomorrow is Tuesday, but this video will go up tomorrow. So Wednesday, I'll try to get these in my shop on Wednesday. Today's Monday that I'm making the video. Does it all get confusing for you? Obviously it does for me. So this is a quilt that I picked up at the flea market, and it's not a high quality quilt. I believe it is vintage, but I don't know how old. Maybe 80s, I don't know. I love this print that's in between all of the blocks. Nothing is straight and nothing is quilted. It's tied. It's a tied quilt. And but I'm just going to cut it up, and I'll use these patchwork pieces. They're all different colors. I know you can't see them all, and if I move the quilt too much, I'll jiggle the camera. But they're all different colors. And let me see if I can show you the back of it. This looks like a quilt or a sheet from the 70s that was used on the back. So I'm using that as my backdrop. And I picked this up from a man who always has boxes and boxes of trash. But I have found things, lots of things from him. Like last year I got a lot of board games. I got 2 other things from him. So I'll just show them to you now. And he charged me $6 for the quilt and the 2 other items. So there was a Candyland board game, not one of the older ones. But I use these Candyland cards. I just used them in those 5 journals I just showed you. So they're fun to use. These are bigger cards than the ones that I just used. So there's different variations of the game from different years. And there were 2 of the plastic pieces, so I can tie them onto a spine sometime. I just gave him, I took these out and I left the board and the box with him, so I didn't have to carry it around. I just wanted these. And the other thing I got from him was just this workbook. I just love these pages for using in journals, and I know I don't need any more, but this one was cool because it has these cards in the back I can cut out. They're not perforated, but I can cut them, and I love them. They will be really fun to use. There's alphabet cards and number cards and time cards, shapes, some math, arithmetic, and some stickers. So that was pretty cool. So $6 for this and the Candyland cards. I also want to show you these that are not for junk journal use, and they're not even very old. But I love the Peanuts, and I really love the Christmas special. I don't have a Linus here, but I have Schroeder on his piano, who's another of my favorites, Charlie Brown and Lucy, and they play music. So let me just show you real quick what they play. Schroeder plays, Deck the Halls. I'm not a fan of the saxophone, but I am a fan of Charlie Brown, so let's hear what he has to play. It came upon the midnight clear. And I do like the flute, and Lucy is playing the flute. Up on the rooftop. And she charged $2 for each of these. And I love the piano, of course. So I'll put those with my Christmas decorations out in the garage. What else did I get? First thing I got at the flea market today was this large Audubon Birds of America book. Pretty cover. and it's in good condition. It says published 1979, but it might be newer than that. Yeah, I don't see a newer date, but it might be newer. Anyway, it's full of text, of course, but then the large plates. And they're beautiful. I mean, they're frameable. I don't know if there are smaller images. Like these you could cut out individually. Yeah, there are these black and white ones. So that was a good find, and it was $1. The White Van Man had this, and oh, there's something else. Where is it? I hope it made it into my bag. Well, it's just a napkin, but it's pink. It's white with a pink plaid kind of thing around the outside. If I find it, I'll show it to you. But this is a skirt, but the reason I got it is it's made with a feed sack fabric. So this is a large piece, because it's double, it's front and back of a skirt. It's a large piece of feed sack fabric. And I like the pattern on it. And then the rest is from Bob. This is my pile from Bob. I picked up this box. It's Sylvania flash bulbs for a camera, and I think there are flash bulbs in it, but I really like the box. Yeah. Look at the picture on the front. That's cool. There's an autograph book that's very, very beat up. Jeepers. Hi, Betty. Betty, where are you going to take a bath? Oh, my goodness. Oh, my soul. There goes Betty down the hole. From Agnes. I was hoping that there would be some dates, but I don't see dates. But I love these pages. I have found quite a few of these autograph books over the years, and a lot of them have assorted pastel pages, and a lot of these are blank. This is from Uncle George, 1947. There we have a date. For girls only. Rubberneck. Trying to catch the boys looking, I guess. High on a hilltop, engraved on a rock wire, these 3 words written, forget-me-not. Your girlfriend, Mary Lou Sheets. Yours till I.D.K. I don't know. I don't think that was a thing back then. Big jerks are little jerks, but you're a big jerk. Ha ha ha. You big thing, sis. Oh my goodness. Wonder how old sis was. That's funny. When under a spreading chestnut tree, look at the nuts and think of me. Silly things. Okay, so there was a lot of interest in the letters that I got in the last haul, so I got another pile of letters. So I will be getting some letters and probably some other Bob bundles put together. This is a German film envelope, I believe. So probably negatives and photos would come in this. It says cameras, film, so that let me know it's what it was. This is a collection of 4-H Club calf record books, 1940-41. They're for Don A. Wilkinson in, let's see, New Durham. LaPorte is the county. I'm assuming it's, Indiana? No, I don't know. That's Purdue University. I don't know where LaPorte is. I think there's one in Pennsylvania, so I'm going to say it's in Pennsylvania. 42. Let's see. 40, 41, 43, 42, and another 41. But it has some information about the calves, there's some information about the calf. The feed record. Monthly record of weights was not recorded. And a story. When I bought my calf, she was 4 months old and still getting milk. I gradually weaned it, etc. Interesting. And I got 4 or 5 of them. This was in a pile of papers, and it turns out it was maritime law, like boat accidents and such. But I really like the type and the fact that it's on rice paper and it's old. I don't know how old. So I think this might have been a student of maritime law, like a law student who was studying maritime law. I'm not sure. Look at that old paper clip. It's rusty. There's no date on it, but it looks old. This is a sheet of, they're not perforated. I'd have to cut them out. New York Central Railroad Company. On the first day of the New York Central Railroad Company, will pay to bearer at its office or agency in the borough of Manhattan, City of New York, $25. What is it, a bond? 1988, it says here. And it goes through, well, it starts 1974, 1988. Look at the back. That's pretty cool. This is just a page with a flag on it. It says Navy, Pledge of Allegiance, Proclamation for the Admission of the 50th State. Hawaii in 1959. Interesting. I picked up this piece of lace. It says a band. It's 52 inches long, good condition, so it's all rolled around. Isn't that pretty? He had a pile of these kinds of things. So I picked up 4 of them. 1939, reception of the class of 1939 of Holton High School. I don't know where Holton is. I've never heard of it. So it's a dance. It has the order of the dances. Foxtrot. Lots of foxtrots and waltzes. That's all they are, foxtrots and waltzes. There's a senior dance, 1941. More waltzes and foxtrots. Danvers High School, class of 1912, junior prom. This is dated April 18th, 1911. Jack. Oh, Jack gets all the dances. And also this is the 42 prom, but it was held in 1941. So this was held in 1940. Jackie, Jerry, Johnny, Joe, and Jackie. They all start with J. My Jack, Jack D, Job, Gerbert, Jackie. So then the next year, it was all Jack. I hope they got married. Here are some report cards. 1956 to 57, Orange County, Florida. Looks like he was a good student. Mike seeks attention by distracting class, needs practice and self-control. Next quarter, conduct has improved somewhat. Rushes through work, often careless, continually seeking attention. Michael phoned, keep up with his reading this summer. Average second grade books. His work is satisfactory, not excellent, but it's funny reading those comments. Culver Grade School Report. Doesn't even have the year on it. These are kind of average grades, B's and C's. Oh, 1924. Here's another one from Michael. The following year, or 2 years after. See if he got any better comments. Should work on arithmetic and spelling each night. Must do much library reading. Should work on citizenship. Oh, a couple of cards got snuck in there. Greetings from all of us for Christmas. This is a really tattered envelope. 1903, no wonder it's tattered. Again, well, some of the grades are 95, but there's a lot of, drawing. He wasn't great at drawing. I mean, they're good, they're passing grades, but. All right, that's the report cards. Now this is something interesting I would never have looked for. It's a pack of placemats, but they're Cub Scout placemats. Find 12 things wrong in this picture. Isn't that fun? Tell me what you think of these. I'll probably put some of these in my shop. I don't know how many are in here. It says 25, but I don't know if they're all there. I don't know, could be. I'll have to count them. And then I got this vintage pack of ring book paper. And I almost put it back. There were several packs of similar type of things. And I've got so much of this type of paper, but I kept it. I can stamp on it. The ink might bleed a little because it's older paper, but I want to try it. And I don't know what I'll do with it, but I'm going to have fun playing with it, and I can use this too. And I have one patriotic postcard. I have to look for patriotic things now because I got that patriotic salesman's book from Bob last week, and someone suggested that I make a journal or 2 journals because of the way that book is, celebrating the 250th birthday of our country. So I picked this up and this. And I sold all of my patriotic stuff last year after I made patriotic journals because I wasn't going to do anymore. I sold some really good vintage stuff too. I don't regret it. I just have to collect a little bit more. This is just a fun little envelope. Your complete source for event merchandise, Rally Productions, Wisconsin. And I picked this up because the giant cards are pretty fun. These are just normal. Oh, wait. Oh. Well, that's weird. Are they? I don't know. Are they magician's cards? I don't know how that would work, but look at these. 3.5. I didn't even notice that. But I did. This is the first one I saw. But that's pretty cool. This just lays out the entire deck on the back. I could play around with these and have fun, right? And this is for a coin collector. I just thought these pages were cool. Oh, it opens out accordion style. Paper dolls. I think they're all the same. And they're from Compliments of Carnation Ice Cream. And they're cardstock. And they're in really good condition. She has a majorette costume and a dance costume with her boyfriend's picture and her corsage. And just a hanging out costume with her diary. And there are 3 of them in here. 4 of them. I'm going to keep one because it's Carnation Ice Cream advertisement. I've never seen anything like that. And then here is a yearbook from 1967. Oh, there's a card in here. What school is this? This card is local. It's Waverly, New York. Junior, senior high school. This might be the Waverly book, but I don't know. Karen Towan? I don't know what that is. Yep, Waverly High School. Cool. I might recognize some of the names, but I know I wouldn't know the people. I didn't grow up in this valley. So we have the usual senior pictures from the 60s. They're all the same. White, a black crew neck top, a white blazer, and a pearl teardrop necklace. These are always fun. And this is a handbook. I think it's for a school. I remember. Handbook of the Theodore Roosevelt Junior High School, Amsterdam, New York. 1941. Forward to our junior high handbook. Table of contents. Extracurricular activities. Okay, section 1, aims and ideals of the high school. There's Theodore Roosevelt. Wisdom, health, happiness. Opportunities, democracy in the high school, courtesy, care of the building, and school spirit. Cool. There's a motto for the year. General organization and administration. So there is a layout of the school. First floor. And the second floor. You have a stage there. for programs and plays. And the third floor. This is just a junior high school. I saw something else that was like a, yeah, this is what I saw. Art. No, I don't know. I thought it was a paintbrush, but it's a pen, like a nibbed pen. Microscope and protractor and tools. And lastly, there's this old magazine from 1938, and it's called the Household Magazine. I've never heard of that. It's not very big. It doesn't have very, it is big, but it doesn't have a lot of pages. May, June, July, August. Those apparently the birthstones. No, I'm an August birthday. My birthstone is green. The pale green that I don't like. Peridot. Or peridot. I think it's peridot. Anyway, look at that advertisement. I can cut out the illustrations. Some pretty pictures, photographs. Look at the pretty Jello molds. Wow, fancy. That dress. While I finish flipping through this, let me just tell you my plan for the day, my work plan is to put all these things away and also just do the finishing touches on those journals, photograph them, make the video, and list them. And I will have to do some other listings probably before I start on another journal project, so I don't accumulate so much stuff that it overwhelms me. I still have some destashed stuff that I did over the winter that I'm the kind that's hard to sell because there's just so much, like piles of papers and stuff. So I just started trying to put some bundles together with some of that stuff. So I think that's something I really need to work on before I begin another journal project. Yeah, there's quite a lot of stuff in here I could cut. I like these little cartoons. Post Toasties, cornflakes. It's fun. Did you have a favorite of what I got today? I don't know if I have a favorite. I think there was a lot of fun stuff. There's so many interesting things on Bob's tables that I don't pick a favorite. I just like the collection, you know. I like the collection of stuff I get from Bob. And I also got some other fun things. So it was a good day. I think it was a good flea market day. So tell me what your favorite is. And I'll see you in the next video. Have a creative day. Bye.